Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. To the hopeful elect, 144,000, shalom. It's the brother Dama Gabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And as you can see, the title of this article, 100% Digital, the WEF orders governments to outlaw cash for non-licensed individuals. All right. And as we do here, at Great Millstone, we constantly go into this digital, system that they're trying to usher in, which is going to ultimately lead to the MOTB, which will come in the form of your central bank digital currency. And now the talk is all about central bank digital currencies. We've been telling you and warning you that they're going to intentionally collapse this financial system as we know it, do away with cash, and bring in a total digital system to where all of your transactions can be monitored and totally controlled by the powers that be. They'll control your ability to buy or sell, to tell you where you can shop, where you can't shop, at what time you can shop, and link all of your your social credit score, your 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 carbon footprint, your carbon credits. Everything is going to be all upon this digital system in the form of a micro C-HIP. All right, and all of this, them doing away with cash and bringing in this CBDC is just the form of total control that these devils are trying to amass so that they can enslave humanity digitally. All right. And it's all going to lead to biblical prophecy of the MOTB. All right. But I want to just get to the straight point of this article. It says the WEF hosted a summit in Saudi Arabia to quietly share the details of their disturbing plans to completely ban cash in favor of a 100% digital system, while admitting the pandemic was part of the plan to transition consumers away from cash and into the cold embrace of central banks. All right, let me jump down here to the point. It says, during a meeting in Saudi Arabia last week, the central bank governor of Bahrain, the central bank governor of Bahrain, Khalid Humaydin, said ordinary people cannot be trusted to spend their money how they see fit, and the elite must completely ban cash in the near future in favor of a fully digital solution. Humaydin also casually boasted the general public is going to accept the elite's transition to a central bank digital currency without a struggle. It says, did you catch that? The central bank governor actually said the people trust the central banks to do whatever they want with our money. And it's not that the people trust them to do whatever with their money. These devils are going to give you only one option. And it's going to be this new digital system. You see, they're going to collapse this financial system, whether you people want to believe it or not. And they're going to bring in this new digital system to where if you want to, buy and sell and, travel or work or be able to function within this new system, you're not going to have any choice but to accept it, or you'll be separated. When we go into the word to kill in Revelations, they have power to kill. All right. And when you go to the root of that word, matter of fact, let me just get it. All right, let me get it right here. See, Revelations 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And that image goes back to the Roman Empire, which now we're living in the revitalized Roman Empire. And now he's, using this new digital beast system to give life unto that old ancient system, which, they could, back then in the ancient Roman Empire, they would brand their slaves, with a brand to mark ownership. But now they're going to do it in this new, technological way, which is going to be, that implantation of the MOTB and everything that goes along with this new futuristic system, this revitalized technological Roman Empire, which you will be digitally enslaved by it, man. You see, and now they're putting in, they're doing these different things so that they can give life unto this this beast slave digital system, which is going to come in the form of a CBDC, which will be implantable, man. All right, they're going to put it inside you eventually. And it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see, and this is why they're saying that, look, these people, they're going to accept it. They're going to accept it, they're going to have no choice but to accept it, because this is going to be the only system we're going to offer them so that they could function and exist inside of this new, beast digital system that they're going to, force down everybody's throat. And if you don't take it, it says what? You can be killed, right? Like I said, when you go to the root of this word killed, it deals with being separated. All right. Where is it? It should be killed, right? The word is apokteno, but when you go to the root, see, it says to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish. But when you go to the root word, it's apo, it means what? Of local separation. You see? Of separation of a part from the whole. You see, any kind of separation of one thing from another by which the union or fellowship of the two is destroyed. You see? And that's what this digital beast system that they're creating is going to do. And that's why he said the central bank governor actually said that people, not that people trust it, but no, it's up here. He said the people are going to accept the elite's transition to this new beast system because they're not going to give them a choice. All right. And if you don't merge with this system, then guess what? You're going to be killed. You're going to die. You're going to be separated. You won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to be registered as a so-called citizen. You won't be able to go into a grocery store, travel, own a house, get an apartment, receive whatever benefits that you're receiving from the government, food stamps, welfare, money, whatever. You won't be able to access these things unless you bow down and worship his image and accept his mark. And that's why they're going totally cashless with this new beast system. All right. And presenting it as salvation. They're presenting it as, the future, but it's a future of total debt of enslavement to these international bankers, man. It says, disturbingly, according to Humandan, the elites are not only planning to clamp down on cash for ordinary people, they are hell-bent on eliminating it completely. And at some point in time, hopefully, we'll be able to be 100% digital, he said, and that's going to be 100% control over the people that submit and acquiesce to this new beast system. And you see, and this is why we've been telling you, they're going to let all hell break loose. They're going to, collapse this economy. They're going to allow chaos and rioting and, all hell to break loose in the society. And then they're going to come with the solution, which is going to be this new digital system, And a lot of people, through perplexity, through hard times, through invading of one another, through complete and utter just lawlessness going on in the streets, martial law, people starving to death, people killing each other for the lack of bread and water and food, they're going to eventually come with this new solution, which will be this digital system to where, they're going to promise peace and safety and they can get everything back in order. A lot of these people are going to willingly walk right into it and accept it with the guarantee that they can have some type of peace and things can go back to normal, man. You see, it's their order out of chaos plan. It says getting rid of cash will prohibit the anonymous transfer of funds, a premise already admitted by the banking sector. Speaking at the Bank of International Settlements Innovation Summit in March 2023, European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde admitted that a CBDC will not be private or anonymous, but she tried to sweeten the deal by promising that cash won't be banned completely, which is a damn lie. And it says, it says Cornell University professor Eswar Prasad spoke at the West Summer Davos Summit in Tianjin, China. And you see, this is what we've been telling you, this is what these devils be doing. They have all these different meetings. They had a Davos meeting in China. They had another one, in Europe. And they had another one at the beginning of this article in Saudi Arabia, you see. And this is what we've been telling you that these devils do. And the scriptures break it down for us, man. You see, this is Psalm 64 and 4. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see us? You see? And these are all these different secret meetings and these secret dark councils that they have. As you can see, the Davos meeting is not just in Davos, Switzerland. They have one in China. They have one in Bahrain, in the Middle East, in Europe, all over the world, because they're, getting together and it's a global agenda. And all these different nations, they're all involved in it, man. The over there in China, the Chinese, You know, the Saudi Arabians, all those so-called Middle Eastern countries, they're all involved in this shit, man. The Europeans, they're, you know, the EU and NATO, they're all involved in it because these elites are, infiltrated, in all these different areas. So it says what? They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see us? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and their heart is deep. You see? And this is what these different Davos meetings are all about, of how they're going to implement these agendas to enslave humanity, to enslave humanity. How they can, bring about all these different devious plans and set all these traps and snares for the citizens so that they can be ensnared and bow down and worship their image and receive their mark, man. You see? It says, I read that. It says, where was I? Yeah, so it says, he spoke at the West Summer Davos Summit in Tianjin, China, also known as the annual meeting of the new champions, where he admitted the elite will have the power to monitor and control each and every transaction across the whole world. You see? So that's why we tell you, whenever you see them doing one thing in Australia or in Europe, guess what? It's going to eventually come to the United States and all over the world, man. Because this is a global agenda of these elites, is to enslave everybody on this planet Earth, you know? And they want everybody to be in this cashless society where they can have total autonomy and control over every aspect of life. So it only makes perfect sense that the MOTB, the mark of the beast, has to be this implantable RFID microchip, which the evidence of it being that is, overwhelming, man. You have to be a complete bird brain or just completely retarded, or you've sold out not to see that this thing is exactly what the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone have been teaching that it is. And I'm talking about these other Israelite groups who are telling you that the MOTB is a sin in all of its forms, sleeping with white women, white Jesus, or whatever other stupid shit that they say that it is. All right. It only makes sense to be the micro Siha. And it says, and he wasn't joking about the dark place technology is threatening to unleash on humanity. Wait until you see what is happening in Australia. The citizens allowed the government to confiscate their guns. Now they let them mandate V's. Now the elites are banning them from using cash. And they want to bring this same shit over here to America, man. This is the plan they have for the whole planet Earth, man. All right? And you're literally going to see it unfold over there in Australia in a major way first. It says, let's see. Anything else? Yeah, it says the general manager of the Bank for International Settlements, Augustine Carstens, made clear during the International Monetary Fund meeting. See, all these different meetings, all these secret councils of the wicked. They go to these meetings, they talk about all these things, and then they implement them, in these different countries, man. It says, meeting in October 2020, that the whole point of the CBDC is to seize control of what people are spending their money on, and then also gives them the control to tell them whether they can spend it or not. You see? Total control, man. And if you can control people's money, you can control everything that they do. I think one of the Rothschilds said that. Give me control over a nation's money, and I care not who make the laws. Which, they're going to control that aspect too. But they know that if you can control money and people's access to food and water and their daily necessities, then you can control those people. And this is all what these devils are trying to do: complete and total control, over humanity. It says, if the central bank doesn't approve of your purchase or the merchant you are buying from, they will not allow you to spend your money. We will have the technology to enforce that, warns Carstens. If you want a sneak peek of this dystopian future, look no further than Australia, the once proud nation that is fast becoming these elites' testing ground for the authoritarian agenda. The WEF-infiltrated Australian government is moving to ban physical cash nationwide in favor of a CBDC and will soon force all members of the public to carry a Bill Gates-approved digital passport to participate in society. And guess what? That digital passport will eventually, it might be physical at first, but eventually it's going to be implanted subdermally under your skin via the MOTB. All right. And it's going to have all your information, all your CBDCs, all of your access, all of your social credit score rating, your carbon footprint, usage, and everything that you're going to need will be physically on your MOTB, where they'll be able to scan it And you'll be able to scan it to gain access to this dystopian future that they're presenting unto you, man. You see? And we can see they're already doing it over there in Australia. And those people are already finished, man. They don't have the power to fight back. They don't have the right to bear arms, They've been totally rendered, useless over there, man, to where they just have to comply and do whatever they're told to do. And see, this is why they're going to have a big problem here in the States, because here people have the right to bear arms. People have guns, and a lot of guns. And these American people are, they got a little bit of fight left in them, and they're going to fight up against the powers that be. It's going to be, insurrections and seditions and civil war going on here. They're going to have a fight on their hands to try to implement this MOTB system here in the States, but they're going to get it off to a certain degree. But we know that ultimately, what the ultimate plan is, which is the MOTB. See, it says the people's voice have been warning for masses for years that a key plan in the globalist agenda involves digital IDs and central bank digital currencies to lock humanity into a digital prison. You see? And when that digital prison is going to be, you're going to be fully locked in that digital prison once you take that MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, which I'm going to read right here. And this is Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls of all, who is the he? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, these elites. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. And it only makes sense that the CBDC is going to come in the form of this mark, the form of this charagma. You see, that's going to be your access to everything eventually in the future. You see, you won't be able to buy or sell because he's going to hold all the keys. All right, he's going to be able to tell you what you can spend money on, what you can buy and what you can't via the digital CBDC, central bank digital currency, that he'll have the power to deposit into your account and into your chip in order for you to use it. But you're going to have to comply, you're going to have to bow down, and you're going to have to be a good, obedient slave, to your master in order to receive the benefits of these particular things, and this is why he's pushing this whole climate agenda, telling you that, he has to control how much resources you can use so that he can save the planet, because, overconsumption of this planet's resources is causing, more tornadoes, causing the more severe weather and heat and, all these other so-called climate issues. And in order for him to maintain it and keep it safe, you have to be controlled and rationed how much of the earth resources you can consume. So that's why they want to have smart meters in your houses, all these cars to go electric, because it's going to be a complete digital system that he's going to run. You're not going to be able to turn on your thermostat when it's 100 degrees outside and cool your apartment or your house to 75 degrees. Once you try to do it, you'll be locked out. He'll have the power to control whether you can run that thermostat. He'll have the power to control how much water you can use out of that faucet. And if he says, look, you use too much, hey, you can't use no more. They'll have the power to shut off your water system or to shut off your AC unit or ban you from being able to travel or do whatever, That's why he's bringing in these 15-minute cities as well, to basically just put everybody into a digital fucking slavery where he can be a digital god over everybody, man. You see? And it says, they might receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, right? Now, even though you have the mark, you won't be able to buy and sell, but it'll be under his control, under his discretion. All right? You won't be able to get on the internet, you'll be able to get on the internet, but if you post shit that he don't like, if you do anything outside of the New World Order, guidelines, man, you're going to be digitally punished in real time, man. You'll be imprisoned in your own house if they want. You can be shut off from resources, from everything via this new system that he's trying to establish, man. And that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that man is a so-called white man. And 666 is everywhere in this man's society. I was just watching a video the other day, and everything has 666. All these companies, Fox, even when you break down Fox numerically, it ends up being 666. I think F is 4 plus 2, O ends up being 6, and the X ends up being 6, man. And it's everywhere within the society. Everywhere you look, man, it's that vibration of 666, the wickedness, man. Esau, Edom being the devil that the Bible speaks of. and they're pushing forward with this new world order agenda, man, which is totally surrounded and is the working of Satan on the planet Earth, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Like I said, we're going to go into MOTB and prophecy of it every opportunity that we get, because we know this digital system is going to ultimately lead to you having the micro C hip, being the final part of it. All right. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Until the next one, Shalom.